Hi, I'm going to be playing a version of Caterpillar on the Bally arcade, also known as the Astrocade today. This is the current game for the current basic bonus game for the High Score Club for the Astrocade Season 2, Round 4. It began on April 9th and it ends April 30th, 2017. I'm going to actually show the game starting to load and how you type in and load a program. So what you need to do is you need to type in :input, and I could just stop it right there and the program would load, but then I would not be able to, I'd still have to type run. What you can do is you can combine this into one command, and so now when I press go, which is the equivalent of enter on the Astrocade, now it's just waiting for input. I already have this queued up on my laptop. I have my laptop sound coming straight into my Astrocade. I've got my volume already preset. I've already loaded this program and many other programs. I've been playing some basic programs lately. And so now I press play on the PC and the program will begin to load. Now, in this game, I'll give you a little bit of background here. Let's see. This game was created by THADD PRO, which is a nickname for Kevin O'Neill. It was originally appeared as a type-in program in the newsletter Niagara B.U.G Bulletin. As you can see, there's a little bit of sound, so I'll continue giving some background on the game as you can watch the title screen. Like I was saying, it appeared in the Niagara B.U.G Bulletin in Volume 1, Issue 7, which is the September 6th, 1983 issue. It was on pages 8 through 10. It was later reprinted in the Arcadian in August of 1984 on page 95. There is a 1986 revised version of Caterpillar by Klaus Doerge. It's more colorful, adds some potentially higher score potential for multiple players, and I've played both games and I prefer the original version. The interesting thing about the modified version, which I'm not going to show in this, which I'm not going to show here, is that it's got like a full page of documentation. Like Klaus went out of his way to make the game have many ways to give scoring, which is kind of neat, especially since he, in his version, considered the program great for competitions. Anyway, so Caterpillar is an AstroBASIC variant on the classic video game Snake. In this case, you move a caterpillar around the screen, growing ever longer while you pick up items for points. Unlike in other versions of Snake, you grow continuously, not only when you eat snacks. And to my eyes, Caterpillar mixes Checkmate, which is built into the Astrocade, with Snake and comes up with an interesting variant. There are brief instructions from both the newsletters, and they're the same. And they say, Caterpillar is a game of luck and skill. You control the direction of travel of your caterpillar and try to eat the floppy disks that appear on the screen. Be careful, if you touch any walls or the trail that you leave, your head gets crushed and you die. You also die if your timer at the bottom of the screen runs out. There are an undisclosed amount of different screens and each one gets harder. Scoring works by more time you have left, the more points you score. And as you'll see by that, you'll see like a little bar on the bottom of the screen. I noticed that Caterpillar, you'll encounter some issues with the gameplay due to the completely random distribution of the floppy disks that you must collect. This includes disks appearing on your very own trail. Just start another game and see if you can get a little further on your next game. So that is it for the game. Let's see if I can't get my controller here. I'm actually using the real Astrocade controller, and it's in order to start the game you press the trigger. I guess I'm using the wrong controller here. There we go. Okay, so the game has a little bit of funky. There's no sound effects, by the way, until I don't think there is. Okay, there's a brief ones. I don't know if you can hear them. They're basically goes bump when you pick up a disc, and that right there is a picked up disc. Something that we've commented on in the High Score Club forum on under Atari Age is that if you try to pick up a disc by going directly through its center, you will not always pick it up. So I've cleared the first screen. So now there's some obstacles on the screen. So you just continue going on like this, collecting, I don't know if it's a random number or not, but a certain number of discs gets you to the next level. My top score right now is 1,608. Man, the gameplay's well, that's one game. So now it's going to show my score. It doesn't show you the score while you're playing the game, which is a little bit unfortunate, but yeah, it works. So let's see if I can beat that. The game's pretty good. I didn't like it at first because, like, watch, I think right now I'm going to go right through this thing. Nope, I picked it up. So, like many basic games, and I'm not just talking about on the Astrocade, on the Atari, on the Commodore 64, these games were programmed by amateurs, which is sort of the attraction that they have for me, because sometimes you get some pretty weird games. And in this case, this one isn't weird. This is pretty straightforward. It's programmed for for fun. Maybe the person had seen a version of Snake and they wanted to make something similar to it. I really don't know the circumstances. So that's how I imagine a lot of these games in BASIC were programmed. I was recently scanning in some stuff in the past few days, or it's already been scanned, but I was reading some stuff that's from the Bob Thavers collection. He was the editor of the Arcadian, and there was someone who actually wrote a game called that's based on an Odyssey 2 game called Cryptologic, and I thought, oh, see, this one's going to be difficult to get and get out of. Okay, well, good. That was my last one. So this will probably be my last game. I just wanted to show off a little about how the game worked. I wonder if every single time in this case I've been able to actually pick up the disc, which is great for me, but and this one almost appeared on my trail, which it does sometimes. And I have learned that when it does that, if you move just right, you can still pick it up going across your own trail if the disc is on it, and you can, which I like that feature. It's probably not much of a feature. It's probably just look at that! Look where I appeared. I appeared in the center of the screen. Now that is not cool. Oh, that's my high score though, 2097. That's pretty good. Let's see. I'd play again, but I'll play off screen. So hope you enjoyed the video. And something I pointed out, because in this game, on the earlier versions of the Bally Astrocade, when it was first released, the ROM is a little different, and one of the members who plays in the High Score Club forum, his score when it's displayed on the screen is garbled. However, if you halt the game by pressing halt, and you do print, and I looked this up, W, and W is here, then you are able to actually see the high score. Pretty cool, right? Thanks for watching.